This is my 1991 Isuzu Pup, and we're going to be cleaning up this engine bay. For those of you that have watched my previous video, you know that I installed this Weber 3236 carburetor on my 2.3 Isuzu. And with that came removing a lot of emissions components, specifically all of these right here. These are all unnecessary components that I can remove and get more space in my engine bay and make it much easier to clean. Now that we've removed all these unnecessary components over here, you can see how much dirt and grime has built up over the years. Now, the next thing we're going to do before we clean all that is we're going to need to remove this battery. Now, the reason we're doing this is because we have lots of dirt and grime under here that needs to be cleaned. Now that we have the battery removed, we can start looking around the engine bay to see what spots we really want to clean and what will make the most difference to clean. So for me, that's going to be right here, all in here. Next, you're going to want to clean things that are really essential, things like your air filter, and you're going to do this with a plastic bag. Now that you have this plastic bag over the air filter, you're going to want to grab a degreaser. So now that we have our soapy water, you're going to want to just start by spraying down the entire engine bay. Any spot that you can find that's dirty that you want to clean, you can start by just spraying it down. You're going to let this soak in. If you're worrying about harming your engine components, just don't worry, because all of this is meant to be wet. Not soaked, but wet. And that's exactly what we're doing with the soapy water. Now that we've covered everything that we want to cover, we just need to let this sit for about 5 minutes. Now once you've let that soak, you're going to want to find yourself a toothbrush and some other kind of brush. I don't currently have another kind of brush, but if you do, a bigger one would be great. What you're going to want to do is just agitate all of these surfaces with the brush that you have. This will get all the dirt and grime off of these surfaces and will make it much easier to clean with the brush and the towel later. Now that you've gotten most of it agitated, you can go ahead and grab a towel and just start by scrubbing all of this down, wiping out all of this dirt and soap. As you can see, after that, some parts cleaned up really nicely, other parts not so much. Now that we're all discouraged from the fact that that didn't do anything, we're gonna go ahead and work on this hood. As you can see, we have lots of dirt and grime up here and around here, so we're gonna do the same process and see if this works this time. Now that the hood is finished and completely clean, we can admire our wonderful job that we did, and we can finish on all of these portions here. We need to get all back in there, and we need to get all over here that we haven't done yet. So let's go ahead and work on that now. Here's the finished product. We have this didn't turn out exactly how I wanted it to, but it still is a lot better. And as you can see, this turned out quite well. This plate down here, even though you don't see it that much, this firewall turned out great, and overall the engine just looks much better. So now we're just gonna go ahead and throw the battery in and any other components that we removed. Alright guys, that's gonna be it for today's video. Hope you enjoyed all this tutorial. I know it didn't come out exactly how I wanted it to,